It's never a waste of time to make time for the truth. A moment spent listening and paying attention to the truth can change your life. So let's take a moment for the truth. Psalm 119:18 says, "Open my eyes that I may behold wonderful things from your law." Clarity and perspective are what any one of us needs when there is something approaching that is unsettling. Perhaps you remember in our last episode that I mentioned that in this section of verses of the Psalms, the writer is looking at troubling times coming. I remember hearing from people commonly describing a time of difficulty as dark times. Your mind is beset with unsettling thoughts. You try, but a soft panic can arise in your heart. You wonder if you can make it through to the other end. You doubt yourself, and you might question the decision that brought you to this place. It shouldn't surprise us to hear the request of the psalmist. Open my eyes. It's a plea for direction. When the way seems dim, you need to see clearly. When you can make out the way, it's not so unnerving. In fact, to have your eyes open might cause you to recognize the landscape. You've seen this before. You know what you can trust. But even better than all of that, the psalmist has something in mind when he asks for insight. He doesn't merely want to see a way forward. He wants to see the direction that only God provides. He states the reason he wants his eyes opened, that I may behold wonderful things from your law. You know, in life, the wise, experienced traveler remembers. If you've lived long enough, you hopefully have learned and can recall the lessons of failures and the way to recovery. The instruction from God to his children is that no failure is fatal. For the child of God, both to fail and to find the way of the Lord provides a testimony. The direction of the Lord actually is the best way possible. Despite the lies of the world or the doubts that we might have along the way, the genius of God's ways proves how wonderful his direction really is. The request of the psalmist is that he may see. But it isn't just as a way to see through the difficulty. What the writer wants is to see the working out of the truth and how amazing God's direction truly is. I'm reminded of another psalm. In Psalm 27:13-14, the writer says, "I certainly believed that I would see the goodness of the Lord in the land of the living. Wait for the Lord. Be strong. Let your heart take courage. Yes, wait for the Lord." Ask the Lord today for eyes to see the wonderful ways that he has provided for those who look to him in his ways. It's a short prayer. It will only take a moment, but it will be a moment that will matter. Thanks for watching and listening to Truth Matters Moment. Also, don't forget to look for our weekly podcast called Truth Matters. It comes out every Wednesday. Catch you later.